Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to the VUS Learning English podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here with me today. Today, we have a very special topic. It is a topic for all of us. We will talk about our minds. Sometimes our minds are too busy. They think too much. This is called overthinking. Today, we will learn how to find peace. We will learn a secret from a Shaolin Master. It is a simple way to calm your mind. Thank you for choosing to be here. Thank you for giving your time to this lesson. And thank you for being part of our community. Before we start, I want to ask you a question. Where are you listening from today? Please tell us in the comments. It is so beautiful to see our family from every corner of the world. And if you enjoy our time together, please give this video a like. When you tap the like button, you help our podcast grow. You help other English learners find us. It is a small click, but it means so much. Thank you. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin our journey to a quiet mind. Is your mind like a very busy room? Imagine a room with many, many televisions. Each television is on. Each television shows something different. One television shows a sad memory. Another television shows a worry about tomorrow. Another one shows a conversation from yesterday. The sounds are all mixed together. It is loud. It is confusing. It makes you feel tired. You try to turn them off. You run around the room trying to find the buttons, but the more you run, the more tired you feel. The noise feels bigger. The room feels smaller. This is what overthinking feels like. But what if I told you there is a way to find the quiet? What if you did not need to turn off every television? What if you could just find a quiet corner in that room? A Shaolin Master has a secret. Shaolin Masters are people who train their minds and bodies for a very long time. They know that you cannot fight the noise. Fighting makes the noise louder. Instead, you learn to find the quiet place that is already inside you. In the next few minutes, I will share this secret with you. It is a very old and very simple way to make your mind quiet. It will help you get your focus back. This is not about stopping your thoughts. That is impossible. Thoughts will always come. This is about finding the quiet place inside you, the place that is always there, even when there is a lot of noise. This is about finding your anchor. An anchor is something heavy that keeps a ship safe in a storm. You have an anchor inside you. Let's find it together. Section 1. The problem. Understanding the restless mind. Before we find the solution, we must understand the problem. The problem is overthinking. It is like a quiet storm inside your head. Many, many people have this storm. Our world today is very fast. There is a lot of information. There are a lot of things to do. So our minds become very busy. But what is overthinking? Is it just thinking a lot? No. Thinking is good. Thinking helps us solve problems. Thinking helps us learn new things. A thinking mind is a wonderful tool. But overthinking is different. Overthinking is when this tool, your mind, starts to work against you. It does not help you. It hurts you. Imagine your mind is a garden. When you think well, you are planting flowers. You are taking care of your garden. It is beautiful. But when you overthink, the garden is different. It is full of weeds. The weeds grow everywhere. They are wild. You cannot see the flowers anymore. The garden is a jungle, and you feel lost inside it. Old wisdom from Shaolin Masters tells us there are two ways this jungle grows. There are two kinds of overthinking. The first kind is the scattered mind state. Scattered means in many different pieces, all over the place. Imagine your computer has many windows open. Maybe 20 windows, or 50 windows. One window is the news. It talks about a big problem in the world. It makes you feel worried. Another window is a memory from when you were a child. Maybe a happy memory. Maybe a sad one. Then another window opens. It is a worry about your work. You have a project. You need to finish it. Then another window. You remember something you said yesterday. Was it a silly thing to say? You feel a little embarrassed. Your mind jumps from window to window, from the news to your childhood to your work to yesterday. Jump, jump, jump. Your mind never stays in one place. It is like a little monkey jumping from tree to tree. It never rests. This is the scattered mind. It makes you feel pulled in many directions. 100 directions at the same time. But you are not going anywhere. You are just standing still, feeling tired and confused. You want to do one thing. Maybe you want to read a book. You sit down. You open the book. But your mind starts jumping. You think about your emails. You think about what to make for dinner. You think about a friend you need to call. After 10 minutes, you have not read one page. You are lost in your thoughts. This is the scattered mind. Now let's talk about the second kind of overthinking. The second kind is the ruminating state. Ruminate is a big word. It means to think about something again and again. In this state, your mind is not scattered. It is not jumping. It is stuck. Imagine a record player. The needle is stuck on the record. It plays the same small part of the song, over and over and over. This is the ruminating mind. There is one thought, or one problem, or one worry. And your mind is completely focused on it. It plays this thought on a loop, an endless loop. Maybe you made a mistake at work. Your mind thinks about it all day. I should not have done that. Why did I do that? What will my boss think? The same thoughts again and again. You look at the problem from the left. You look at it from the right. You try to find an answer, but no answer comes. It is like being a hamster on a wheel. The hamster runs and runs. It uses a lot of energy, but it does not go anywhere. It stays in the same place. The ruminating mind does this. It replays your past mistakes. It worries about the future with what-if questions. What if I get sick? What if I lose my job? What if they don't like me? Your mind tries to prepare for everything, even for things that will probably never happen. The real problem is not that your mind is working. A working mind is a healthy mind. The real problem is that you cannot control it. You cannot tell it what to do. You cannot choose to close the 20 windows and look at only one. You cannot choose to stop the endlessly repeating song. You are not in charge. The mind is in charge. If you do not know you are trapped, you cannot be free. If you do not know you are in a jungle, you cannot find the path out. Your life becomes just a reaction. Something happens and your mind reacts. You are not choosing your actions. Imagine you are on a ship. Are you the captain? Are you steering the ship? Or are you just a passenger? The waves of thought push the ship left and right. You are just being tossed around. You have no control. You start to believe that you are the storm. You think, I am a worried person. Or I am an angry person. But the truth is, you are not the storm. You are the sky. The storm is just passing through the sky. Storms come and storms go. But the sky is always there. The sky is always big and peaceful. This busy mind feels very personal. It feels like it is only your problem. But it is not. This is a human problem. Everyone feels this way sometimes. The details are different for each person, but the feeling is the same. A small child loses a favorite toy. He feels sad and lost. A teenager loses a good friend. She feels sad and lost. An adult loses a job. They feel sad and lost. The story is different, but the feeling of loss is the same. The mind grabs this feeling and it starts its pattern. It starts to jump around, or it gets stuck on one thought. Without the right tools, we stay in this pattern. We feel the pain again and again. It does not go away. This is the state we need to understand. And this is the state we can learn to change. You can do this. We can do this together. Section 2, the agitation, the true cost of a mind unchecked. When you overthink, it feels bad. That is the first cost. You feel worried. You feel stress in your body. This is very clear. But the real cost is much bigger. It is like a little thief. This thief comes into your life quietly. It steals many precious things. It steals your time. It steals your energy. It steals your good decisions. And it steals your life, moment by moment. Let's talk about this more. First, overthinking steals your ability to make decisions. This is called decision paralysis. Paralysis means you cannot move. You are frozen. Overthinking takes a small choice and makes it look very big. It makes it look like a very dangerous choice. For example, you need to make a simple decision. Maybe you have 2 job offers. Which job should you take? Or maybe you are planning a vacation. Where should you go? It can even be a very small decision. What should you eat for dinner tonight? A healthy mind looks at the options. It thinks for a little while, and then it chooses. But the overthinking mind sees danger everywhere. It does not see choices. It sees 1,000 ways to fail. For the job choice, it says, what if I take this job and I'm not good at it? What if I hate my new boss? What if the other job was better? For the vacation choice, it says, what if I go to the beach and it rains every day? What if the hotel is not clean? What if it is too expensive? Your mind wants to protect you. It wants to keep you safe from making a mistake. But in the end, it just makes you freeze. You get lost in all the what if questions. You are lost in a maze of future problems. These problems are not real. They are just in your mind, but they stop you from taking one simple step today, so you make no decision at all. You stay stuck. Next, overthinking steals your peace, especially your peace at night. How many times has this happened to you? Your body is very tired. You are in your bed. You want to sleep. But your mind is not tired. Your mind decides to run a marathon. It runs and runs and runs. It thinks about everything that happened today. It plays conversations again and again. Then it starts to think about tomorrow. It makes a list of all the things you need to do. It prepares for meetings that you have tomorrow. It even prepares for arguments that will probably never happen. Sleep is so important. Your body needs sleep to be healthy. Your mind needs sleep to be clear, but your overthinking mind turns your bed into a place of stress. This is not just about feeling tired in the morning. When you don't sleep well for a long time, it can make you sick. It makes your body's defense system, your immune system, weaker. It makes it harder to think clearly during the day. It is a sad situation. Your mind is trying to solve problems. But it is actually hurting the body that it lives in. It is stealing your health. But there is one more thing that overthinking steals. This is maybe the saddest thing of all. It steals the present moment. It steals your real life. What does this mean? When you overthink, you are not living in the now. You are living in the past or in the future. Your mind is a time traveler. It travels back to the past. It thinks about mistakes you made. It thinks about things you regret. You feel sad or embarrassed. Or it travels to the future. It thinks about all the bad things that might happen. It thinks about your worries. You feel anxious and afraid. But your life, your real life, is not in the past, and it is not in the future. Your life is happening right now. In this one single moment. Life is the feeling of the sun on your skin. Life is the taste of your morning tea or coffee. Life is the sound of a person you love laughing. Life is the feeling of your own breath coming in and going out. When you are lost in your thoughts, you miss all of this. You are not present in your own life. You are absent. You can be sitting at a table with your family or friends. They are talking to you, but you are not really there. Your body is there, but your mind is somewhere else. It is in your head, having a conversation with your worries. You hear the words, but you don't really listen. You see them, but you don't really see them. Your life becomes a movie that you are not watching. You are just thinking about it. You miss the beautiful, small moments that make life wonderful. This busy, noisy mind is not a sign that you are smart. It is a survival habit that is not working well. It is a circle of suffering. The more you think, the more worried you feel. The more worried you feel, the more you think. It is a cycle that feeds itself. Seeing this cost is very important. When you see the high price you are paying, you want to change. When you see the bars of the cage you are in, you start looking for the key. And there is a key, I promise you. You can find it. Section 3. The Philosophy. The Shaolin Path to Inner Stillness. So, how do we find the key? How do we get out of the jungle of overthinking? We can look to a very old and wise path for help. This is the path of Shaolin philosophy. This philosophy is not a magic trick. It will not make your thoughts go away forever. That is not possible. Your mind is a thought machine. It makes thoughts. Just like clouds will always form in the sky, you cannot stop the clouds. Instead, Shaolin philosophy teaches us to change how we see the clouds. It teaches you to stop thinking that you are the clouds. You are not the worried thought. You are not the sad memory. It teaches you to realize that you are the sky. You are the big, beautiful, peaceful sky. The clouds of thought just pass through you. They come and then they go. The sky remains. The most important idea in this philosophy is to become the observer, the watcher. Your thoughts are not you. Let me say that again. Your thoughts are not you. Your worries are not you. Your fears are not you. They are just events. They are visitors passing through your mind. Imagine you are sitting next to a calm river. The sun is warm. The air is fresh. You are just sitting peacefully on the grass. You look at the river. You see leaves floating on the water. A green leaf floats by. You see it. You notice its shape and color. You watch it as it comes closer, and then you watch it as it floats away down the river. Then another leaf comes, maybe a brown one. You watch it too. It comes and it goes. You do not need to jump into the river. You do not need to grab every leaf. You do not need to analyze the leaf or worry about where it is going. You just sit. You just watch. This is the way we can be with our thoughts. We can have this relationship with our mind. You are the person on the riverbank. You are the observer. The thoughts are the leaves. They float by. You are not the leaf that is carried away by the water. You are the calm observer on the bank. This brings us to another important teaching. It is about balance. The balance between two things, focused attention and open awareness. These two things are like the yin and yang of your mind. Yin and yang are two parts of a whole that work together. Let's talk about focused attention. Focus means to put your attention on one thing. Attention is like a flashlight. You can point it at one thing. Focused attention is the ability to point your flashlight at one single spot and keep it there. You need this skill. You need it when you study English. You need it when you work on a difficult problem. You need it when you have a meaningful conversation with a friend. It is the power to choose what is in your mind. It is a type of mental discipline. Now let's talk about the other part, open awareness. This is different from focus. Open awareness is soft. It is relaxed. It is like turning your flashlight into a lantern. A lantern does not shine on one spot. It gives a soft light to the whole room. Open awareness is being aware of everything around you, but you are not stuck on one thing. You see the whole picture. You are open and receptive. Overthinking happens when these two things are not in balance. There is too much of one and not enough of the other. The ruminating mind, the mind that is stuck on one thought, has too much focus. It is all focused attention with no open awareness. The flashlight is pointing at one tiny spot. It is stuck there. It cannot see the big picture. It loses all perspective. The scattered mind, the mind that jumps everywhere, has too much open awareness, but it has no focus. The lantern is on, but it is swinging around wildly. The mind drifts from one thing to another. It has no direction. A great Shaolin Master named Shi Heng Yi gives a beautiful example. He says it is like driving a car. To drive a car safely, you need both focused attention and open awareness. You need focused attention on the road in front of you. You need to see where you're going. This is very important. But you also need open awareness. You need to be aware of the whole situation. You need to see the car in the lane next to you. You need to notice the traffic light is changing from green to yellow. You need to see the person walking on the sidewalk. What happens if you only have focus? You get tunnel vision. You only see the road right in front. You do not see the car next to you. You might have an accident. What happens if you only have open awareness? You see everything, but you have no direction. Your car will drift from one side of the road to the other. This is also very dangerous. The art of good driving is to use both skills at the same time. And the art of good living is the same. The goal is to learn how to use both, to know where you're going, but also be aware of the world you are in right now. This philosophy also changes how we think about problems. A lot of our overthinking comes from one wish. We wish for a life with no problems. We think, if I can just solve this one thing, I will be happy. If I just didn't have any worries, life would be perfect. But the Shaolin Masters teach us that this is a dream. It is not reality. Problems, challenges, and difficulties are a normal part of life. They are part of being human. You will feel sad sometimes. You will experience loss. You will be hurt by others. You will face times when you do not know what will happen. This is life. So the goal is not to have a life with no suffering. The goal is to overcome suffering when it comes. Overcome means you learn how to handle it. You develop the skill to be with difficult feelings. You can feel sad, but you are not destroyed by sadness. You can feel worried, but you are not controlled by worry. Life does not get easier, but you get stronger. Every time you have a difficult feeling, it is an opportunity. It is a chance to practice, a chance to process the feeling without letting it eat you. When you do this, you become stronger. You build resilience. Resilience is the ability to be strong and flexible in difficult times. This is why we train our minds. We are not trying to make our minds empty. We are building a strong and useful tool. This tool serves our deeper self, our true self, the observer, the sky. That deep awareness is your anchor in the storm. It keeps you steady. It keeps you safe. Section 4. The why. The power of a single anchor. So we have a simple technique. The technique is to focus on one thing. But why does this work? Why is it so powerful? How can one single anchor calm a big ocean of thoughts? The answer is in how your mind works. Let's look at the mechanics of the mind. The overthinking mind works in a loop. A loop is a circle. It goes around and around. It starts with a thought. For example, the thought is, I have so much work to do. This thought creates a feeling in your body. The feeling is stress or worry. Your shoulders get tight. Your heart beats faster. This feeling then creates another thought. The new thought is, I will never finish it all. I will fail. This new thought makes the feeling of stress even stronger. And the stronger feeling creates even more worried thoughts. It is a chain reaction. One thing leads to another, and another, and another. It is like a small fire that grows bigger and bigger. It is a wildfire in your mind. It burns your energy. It burns your peace. You cannot fight a big fire with your hands. You will get burned. To stop a wildfire, firefighters create a fire break. A fire break is a line where they remove all the trees and grass. They create an empty space. When the fire reaches this empty space, it has no more wood to burn. It has no more fuel, so the fire stops. This is what our technique does. This is what focused attention does. When you choose to focus on one single neutral thing, you are creating a mental fire break, a fire break in your mind. A neutral thing is something that does not create strong feelings, like your breath. Your breath is just your breath. It is not good or bad. It is just happening. When you put your attention on your breath, you break the chain. You interrupt the loop of thought, feeling, thought. For that one moment, you stop giving fuel to the fire. The fire of overthinking starts to get smaller. Here's another way to think about it. Imagine your attention is a wild horse. It is running free in a field. It is running uncontrollably. You cannot control where it goes. You cannot stop the horse by shouting at it. Shouting, "Stop running," will only make the horse more scared. It will run faster. This is like when you tell yourself, "Stop thinking." It does not work. it often makes the thinking worse. So, what do you do with the wild horse? You have to be gentle. You gently guide the horse to a post, and you gently tie it to the post with a rope. The horse might still pull on the rope. It might still want to run, but it is not running wild anymore. It is connected to one place. It starts to calm down. In our practice, the breath is our post. Our breath is our anchor. We gently tie our attention to our breath. Now, there's a very common mistake people make. They think the goal is to empty the mind. They think meditation is about having no thoughts. This idea creates a lot of frustration. It makes people give up because it is impossible. Your mind makes thoughts. That is its job. Telling your mind to stop thinking is like telling your heart to stop beating. You cannot do it, and you don't need to. The goal is not an empty mind. The goal is to get your power back. The power to choose. The power to choose where you put your attention. For these 5 minutes of practice, you are making a clear choice. You are saying to your mind, for 5 minutes, I am the boss. I will not be a victim of my thoughts. I will choose where my attention goes. And I choose to put my attention right here on my breath. During the practice, your mind will wander. It will get distracted. A thought will come and your wild horse will run after it. This will happen. It will happen many times. And this is not a problem. It is not a mistake. It is an opportunity. The moment you notice your mind has wandered, the moment you think, oh, I'm thinking about my emails again, that moment is a golden moment. That moment of noticing is mindfulness. It is a moment of awareness. A little light turns on in your mind. And in that moment, you have a choice. Choice 1. You can keep following the thought. You can let the horse keep running. Choice 2. You can gently and with kindness guide your attention back. You guide the horse back to the post. You bring your focus back to your anchor, back to your breath. This action of returning, coming back again and again, this is the practice. It is like exercise for your brain. When you lift a weight with your arm, you make your bicep muscle stronger. You do it again and again. Each time, the muscle gets a little stronger. Each time you bring your attention back to your breath, you are doing a bicep curl for your brain. You are making the muscle of focus stronger. You are making the muscle of self-control stronger. You are actually changing your brain. You are making the old roads of overthinking weaker. And you are building a new strong road. A road of being present. A road of awareness. So the power of this simple practice is 3 things. First, it interrupts the cycle of worry. It stops the fire. Second, it reclaims your power. It reminds you that you can choose your focus. And third, it strengthens your mind over time. It builds a new habit. It is simple, but it is a practice, like learning a musical instrument or learning English. You do it a little bit every day, and through this practice, you change your relationship with your mind. It is no longer a battle. It becomes a friendship, a partnership, a path to mastery. Section 5. The guided practice. Your 5-minute cure. Okay, my friend. Let's try this simple practice together now. I will guide you with my voice. You only need to listen and be kind to yourself. First, find a comfortable place to sit. You can sit on a chair. If you are on a chair, put your feet flat on the floor. You can also sit on a cushion on the floor. The most important thing is your back. Try to have your spine, your back straight, but not stiff, not hard, relaxed but awake. A posture of dignity. Now, rest your hands on your lap, whatever way feels comfortable for you. You can gently close your eyes, or if you prefer, you can keep them open a little. Just look softly at the floor in front of you. Your eyes are soft and unfocused. Great. Let's begin with 3 deep breaths. These breaths will help us arrive in this moment. Let's breathe in slowly through the nose. Feel your belly grow soft and big. And now breathe out slowly through your mouth. Make a soft ha sound. Let go of any tightness. Good. Let's do it again. A deep, slow breath in, filling your body with fresh air. And a long, slow breath out. Letting go of the day. Feel your shoulders drop down away from your ears. One more time. The deepest breath of your day. Breathe in. And breathe out. Letting it all go. Wonderful. Now, just let your breath be normal. Let it be natural. You do not need to control it anymore. Your body knows how to breathe. Just allow your body to breathe for you. Now bring your attention to your breath. Bring your focus to the physical feeling of breathing. You need to choose one spot to be your anchor, your special place to rest your attention. Maybe you feel the breath most at your nose. You can feel the cool air coming in and the warm air going out. Or maybe you feel it more in your chest. You can feel the gentle lift of your chest as you breathe in and the gentle fall as you breathe out. Or maybe you feel it in your belly, the rise and fall of your stomach, like a gentle wave on the ocean. Choose one spot, nose, chest, or belly, whichever feeling is most clear for you right now. There is no right or wrong answer. Once you have your spot, just rest your attention there. Gently, lightly. Feel the simple, real sensation of one breath. This breath right now. And then the next one. There is nothing else you need to do. There is nowhere else you need to be. Just be here with your breath. Now soon, your mind will wander. A thought will come, a memory, a plan, a sound. This is normal. This is not a mistake. This is just what minds do. It is okay. When you notice that your mind has drifted away, that is the moment of success. You woke up. In that moment of awareness, be very gentle. Do not be angry with your mind. Do not judge yourself. Just gently notice the thought. You can even say in your head, thinking, like you are labeling the leaf on the river. Ah, thinking. And then very kindly guide your attention back. Back to your anchor. Back to the physical feeling of your breath. You might do this 1 time. You might do this 10 times. You might do this 100 times in these 5 minutes. It does not matter. The number is not important. The practice is not about being perfectly focused. The practice is the moment of return. Coming back again and again and again with kindness. Every time you come back, you are winning. Every return is a small victory for your peace. So let's rest here for a moment in this simple awareness, feeling the breath flowing in and feeling the breath flowing out. Can you notice the small pause at the end of the in-breath? Can you notice the slightly longer pause at the end of the out-breath? Can you rest in that quiet space just for a moment? If you hear sounds in the room, a car outside, a clock ticking, that is okay. Just let them come and go. They are a part of this present moment. Let them be clouds in your sky. Your anchor is the breath. Always come back to your anchor. If you feel a feeling in your body, maybe your leg is a little asleep, or you have an itch. That is okay too. You can notice it. An itch. And then gently return your focus back to the breath. You are the calm observer, watching all of these things come and go. Thoughts, sounds, feelings, they are all just visitors. You are the host sitting quietly in your home. For this last minute, let's bring a feeling of curiosity. Be curious about your breath. What does it really feel like? Is it long or short? Is it deep or shallow? Just be curious, without judging, without trying to change anything, without trying to achieve a special state. Just being here, present with what is. The mind is the busy, stormy sea, but your breath is the heavy, steady anchor. It holds you, it keeps you safe. Remember, you are not the waves. You are the deep, quiet ocean below. Good. Now, gently, let your awareness get bigger. Start to feel your whole body sitting here. Feel the weight of your body on the chair or cushion. Notice the air touching your skin. Listen to all the sounds around you, near and far. And when you feel ready, you can slowly, gently open your eyes. Take your time. Welcome back. Take a moment. Just notice how you feel right now. Do you feel a little quieter? A little calmer? A little more present? You did it. Section 6, the integration. From practice to daily life. You just did something wonderful. You planted a small seed, a seed of quiet, a seed of stillness. But a seed needs water and sun to become a big, strong tree. So the real magic happens when we take this practice out of our quiet room. We need to bring it into our busy daily lives. This practice is not to escape from your life. It is a tool to change your experience of your life. It helps you live your real life more fully. So how do we do this? The easiest way to start is to practice for 5 minutes every day. Just 5 minutes. Find a time that works for you, maybe in the morning when you first wake up. It can be a beautiful way to start your day with calm and focus. Or maybe in the evening before you go to sleep. It can help you clear your mind of all the day's worries. It can help you sleep better. The time is not the most important thing. Doing it every day is the most important thing. Consistency is the key. 5 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week. But the true power comes when you use this as a mini rescue in your day. A little reboot for your mind. Think of it like a tool you carry in your pocket. You can use it anytime, anywhere. The moment you feel the storm coming, the moment you feel your heart beating fast, the moment you notice that old familiar loop of worry starting in your head, that is your signal. That is your cue to use your tool. Let's imagine a situation. You are at your desk at work. You have many emails. You have many tasks. You feel overwhelmed. Your mind starts to race. Stop. Just pause. You do not need to close your eyes. You do not need a special cushion. Just turn your chair away from the computer screen. Feel your 2 feet on the floor. Feel the ground under you. And take 3 slow, conscious breaths. Breathe in and know that you are breathing in. Breathe out and know that you are breathing out. That's it. It takes maybe 30 seconds. You just created a fire break. You just interrupted the cycle of stress. Now you can turn back to your work with a little more space in your head, a little more clarity. Here's another example. You are in bed at night. You cannot sleep. Your mind is planning and worrying. What do we usually do? We fight with our thoughts. I must sleep. Stop thinking so much. This just makes it worse. Instead of fighting, just shift your attention. Gently move your focus. First, feel the feeling of your body in the bed. Feel the weight of the blanket on you. Feel the softness of the pillow under your head. Then find your anchor. Find the feeling of your breath, the gentle rise and fall of your belly. You do not need to try to sleep. Just rest your mind on your breath. Give your mind a simple, peaceful job to do. The job is to watch the breath. This is much better than worrying, and often, sleep will come naturally when you stop fighting. You can also bring this practice to your daily activities. This is called mindful movement. If sitting still is hard for you, this can be a great way to start. When you are washing the dishes, try to really wash the dishes. Bring all of your attention to it. Feel the warm water on your hands, smell the soap, hear the sound of the plate in the water, see the bubbles. For those few minutes, you are not thinking about your problems. You are just washing the dishes. You are training your mind to be present. You can do this when you are walking. Feel your feet touching the ground, step by step by step. Feel the air on your face. Look at the trees and the sky. You can do this when you are drinking a cup of tea. Feel the warmth of the cup in your hands. See the color of the tea. Smell the aroma. Taste each sip slowly. Every moment of your day can be a practice. Every moment is an opportunity to come back home to the present moment. Remember, the first step is always awareness, just noticing. Noticing when you are lost in thought. When you have that moment, the moment you realize, oh, I'm overthinking again, that is not a failure. Please remember this. It is a great success. It is the bell of mindfulness, waking you up from your dream of thoughts. And in that moment of waking up, you know what to do. You have your tool, you have your anchor, you can always come back to your breath. You can always come back to right here, right now. You can always step out of the storm and back into your own beautiful life. My dear friend, we are at the end of our time together today. The goal of our practice was never to stop the waves in your mind. The waves of thought will always come and go. The goal is to learn how to surf on those waves. The goal is to build a lighthouse inside you, a lighthouse of awareness. Its light can shine in the darkest storm and the thickest fog, and it can show you the way home. Today, you learned that overthinking can scatter your mind, or it can trap you in a loop of worry. You learned that this costs you your peace, your clarity, and your present moments. And most importantly, you learned that you are not your thoughts. You are the sky, not the clouds. You are the observer on the riverbank. You learned that your breath is your anchor. It is always with you. It can always bring you back to the safety and the reality of the present moment. This 5-minute practice is not just a way to relax. It is a powerful way to reclaim your own mind. It is an act of love for yourself. Your mind is your home. It is your temple. Take care of it. Be patient with it. Be kind to it. Learning to be present takes time, just like learning English. Some days are easy, some days are difficult. That is okay. The important thing is to keep practicing. A little bit every day. Be patient. Keep going. You are doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much for listening today. Thank you for sharing your precious time with me. If this practice helped you even just a little, please consider subscribing or following our podcast. We share new episodes to help you learn English and live a happier life. And please, leave a comment below. What was one thing you learned today? How did the practice feel for you? I love reading your comments. If you know someone who is lost in the storm of their own mind, maybe you can share this episode with them. A simple act of sharing can be a great act of kindness. Remember, the storm will always pass. You have an anchor inside you. Be still and know your own peace. Thank you again, my friend. See you next time.